Hi there YouTube, Big G back again with another video. And first off, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed your holidays. I'm sure hopefully most of you managed to have some holidays over this period. Not all of us are so lucky. A lot of us are working over this period. But anyway, I definitely had a great Christmas and a great New Year. A lot of family around, which was awesome. And this is just a quick little ramble, just to look back on 2016 and what I'm looking forward to in 2017 from a vintage and retro collecting point of view. So if I look back at 2016, I had some good pickups, some good finds, and if you go back and have a look at one of my videos at the end of 2015, on my bucket list was this little pickup, and that is a Sinclair QL. So I've been after one of these machines, and I actually ended up picking up two of them now in 2016. Great 16-bit computers from Sir Clive. Always loved Sir Clive's computers, right back to the rubber keyed 48K, which I own, one of my first computers. Like the look, like the feel of them, different design, sleek, with the two little micro drives. Wasn't a big success for him, his swan song. But otherwise, still has a lot of love out there. There's still quite an active QL group, and definitely in 2017, one of my projects for 2017 is to get one of my QLs up and running again. So I've got two of them now in my collection. So definitely my best find for 2016. Never thought I'd find them here in South Africa. I mean, because it's a machine I've just never ever seen before in the wild. So how they got to South Africa, I'm not sure. It was probably from a British expat or so forth that came through. But otherwise, very chuffed to have that in my collection. And then over 2016, quite a few projects, specifically on the arcade side, more so on the arcade side than on the 8-bit computers or console side. And I think one of the projects that I'm most proud of is this one over here, which is right at the beginning of the year in January. I completed this MVS, consoleized MVS project. So basically taking a Neo Geo or SNK 4-slot board and consoleizing it so that I can actually play it on a flat screen TV without having to go through the rigmarole of putting it into an arcade cab. So very proud of that one. But actually it doesn't get very much play at all, simply because I prefer to play, and if I tilt the camera this way, I still prefer to play my Neo Geo games on the actual original cabinet, more so than sitting in front of a TV and playing some of those classic Metal Slug games and so forth. So that's from a collecting point of view, the QL, my project point of view, the SNK consoleized machine. And then for 2017, what am I looking forward for in 2017? I think right at the top of the list, I'm a big fan of the Spectra Video computers, and the only machine that I'm missing on the Spectra Video front is the SVR 738 Express. So I've got the 318, I've got the 328, the different versions of them. I've got the 728, which is the MSX machine, but I don't have the 738. And the other day actually one came up on eBay, and they don't often come up on eBay, and I ended up being the highest bidder for it. It wasn't cheap on there, and unfortunately the deal fell through when the seller got hold of the postage rates to South Africa. And I think it was from Portugal? Either Portugal or from France or somewhere there in Europe. And unfortunately eBay had specified the postage rates incorrectly. Originally said that it would be €30 to get it across here to South Africa. Then when the seller got a revised quotation, it turned out to be €90 just for the postage, and that's besides the purchase of the machine. So he was quite happy just to say, call it quits, and he'll list it again. So that was a pity. I definitely wanted to get hold of one of those machines. So on the bucket list, definitely a SVR 738, and then a MSX2 machine. I don't have an MSX2 machine. I've got a couple of MSX1s, but I don't have an MSX2 machine. So that's from the computer collecting point of view. Then from a console collecting point of view, I'm definitely going to have a look at, and not really from a retro side, I'll have a look at this Nintendo Switch that's coming out. Yeah, I'll see what it does, but whether it comes to South Africa, I'm sure we have to buy it online, because Nintendo is sort of pulled out of South Africa, so there's not much of a footprint here. So it won't be listed in any of the national retail stores or anything like that, so it definitely have to be a online purchase. So, and then from a retro console point of view, I'm probably going to look more at hopefully try and expand on my video pack collection. There's a couple of goodies there that I'm after, some of the add-on modules, and also from Atari 2600 I'd like to get that SVR keyboard add-on basic. I remember back in the day seeing it around, this little keyboard that you could add on to the Atari 2600, which allowed you then to enter little basic programs. So I'm definitely going to be after one of those. And then from a gaming point of view, I'd love to expand on my ZX Spectrum ROMs. I've only got one ROM at the moment. I mean, they're like hen's teeth and incredibly expensive. Maybe one comes up cheaply, hopefully. And as well as on the Atari XL, XE range of ROM cartridges, my collection has grown quite nicely. So I definitely want to expand on that. And maybe one or two on the Spectra Video. Now, I've got a couple, and not many of them are working. I don't know why the Spectra Video ROM cartridges are prone to failure, which is a pity, and they're also like hen's teeth. They just never ever come up. Comes my cat. And yeah, so looking forward to another exciting year on the collecting front, and I certainly wish you guys a happy 2017, and remember, keep it retro, and cheers from me, guys.